Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shazim and I'm from Group 6, and today I'm going to introduce to you about our present, which is timber defect. So first of all, we have the overview, which is the summary of the content we're going to present for today. So for this one, we have group members. Then the second, we have introduction. Then we have type of timber defects, cause of timber defects, effect of timber defects, and how to minimize timber defects. And last but not least is the conclusion. Let's move on to the group members. The first one is me, Muhammad Shazim bin Abdul Ghaffar. The second is Muhammad Ashraf bin Sukri. And the third one is Muhammad Noaisa bin Muhammad Zaropi. And last but not least is Ehsan Ghazi bin Haikal. So before we start, I'm going to introduce to you what is timber. So timber is one of the most widely used natural building materials in the whole world due to its strength, versatility, and aesthetic appeal. However, not all timber is perfect. While some imperfections may be minor and only affect the appearance, others can significantly impact the quality and performance of timber in construction or competitive projects. Understanding the nature of this defect help us make better decisions when selecting and working with wood. So now I'm going to start with our first content of this presentation, which is types of timber defect. Timber defect can be grouped into four major types. Each one affects how the wood can be used in construction of furniture. First, we have natural defect, like knot and shakes. This happens while the tree is growing. Knots are from branches, some are tied but others fall out, which weaken the timber. Shakes are cracked inside the wood. They can appear like rings, stars, or go straight to the heart. Wrinkles look like swollen lumps on the outside of the tree. They're usually caused by insect bite, fungus, or even physical damage. While the tree tries to heal, it creates too much growth tissue, which leads to weak growing patterns and makes the wood less usable. Next, we have the seasoning defects, which happen during drying. If not dried properly, timber can twist, curve, or crack. Warping and cupping affect the shape, while cracks and split affect the surface. There is some example I've already included in the slide. The third group is conversion defects. These are caused by improper sewing. If the grain direction is wrong, you get diagonal grain. Torn grains weaken the surface, and when mixed, part of the wood is missing. And last but not least, we have biological defects. Biological defects are from fungi and insects. Dry rot can turn wood into dust, while beetles and termites leave small holes. Blue or sap stains are also fungal, but mostly affect appearance. That's all from me, and I'm gonna give it to our next presenter.
And hi, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Sukri, and I want to explain about the main cause of timber defects, along with an example shown in this picture. Let's start with the first cause is natural growth defects. This happens when the tree grows unevenly. For example, in the first picture, you can see a knot. This happens when a branch is included in the wood during growth. It creates a weak point and affects the appearance and strength of the timber. And next, we see an uneven tree growth. This happens when the tree doesn't grow straight or uniformly. It leads to stress inside the wood, which can reduce its quality. Okay, and moving on to the second cause is insect attacks. One of the most common insect that damage wood is the termite. As shown in the picture, termites eat the inner parts of the wood, making it hollow and weak. And another insect is the wood borer, which you can see in the second picture. Borers make small holes in the wood, and they tunnel through it. This not only weakens the timber but also make it look damaged and raw. Okay, let's move into the next slide. Now let's talk about the third cause, which is fungal decay, also known as rotting. Fungal decay happens when the wood stays damp or wet for too long. In the first picture, you can see wood that's been exposed to moisture. When wood stays damp, fungus start to grow. As seen in the second image, this fungus causes rot, breaking down the structure of the timber and making it unusable. So lastly, we have the fourth cause, which is improper seasoning. Seasoning is the process of drying the wood. If this is done too fast, as shown in the first picture, the outer parts dry quicker than the inside. This causes stress, and as a result, internal crack form. The second picture shown one of the crack, which can make the timber weak and unsafe to use in the construction.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Nur Aisyah bin Muhammad Zeropi and my matric number is 2024-697-984. Today I will be presenting the effect of timber defect. Timber is the one of the most commonly used material in construction and furniture making, but it can be affected by various natural or processing defects. This defect not only reduces the quality of the timber but also affect its performance, strength, and appearance. Firstly, timber defect cause a reduction in strength. Issues such as knock, crack, warping, and twisting weaken the structural integrity of the timber. This makes it less suitable for load-bearing or structural application. Next is decreased durability. Timber with defect become more vulnerable to decay and deterioration over time. When exposed to fungi, insect, or moisture, this timber deteriorates faster compared to defect-free wood. Thirdly, timber defect result in reduced utility. This means the timber may not be suitable for certain applications. For example, in construction or furniture making, precise shape and strength are needed, which defective timber cannot always provide. Defect also lead to a poor appearance. Stain like blue stain or sap stain, as well as surface irregularities, make the timber look unattractive. This effect is valued especially for visible part of furniture or decor. Lastly, timber defect can cause decay and decomposition. Some defects are actually signs of decay, such as wet road, dry road, or hard road. This can turn the wood into powder or make it hollow, which render it or completely unusable. To conclude, timber defects significantly affect the quality or usability of wood, from reducing strength and durability to affecting appearance and causing decay. It's important to identify and manage defect early to ensure timber is fit for its intended use. Thank you!
Hi, my name is Ihsan Ghazi bin Haikal and my student number is 2024-661-934. Today I want to talk about on how to minimize timber defects. To minimize timber defects, we have to focus on wood selection, proper storage, and preventative treatments. This includes selecting knot-free or small knot timber, maintaining proper moisture content through seasoning, and protecting it from insects and decay with treatments like preservatives and sealants. First way to minimize timber defects is wood selection. We have to choose quality timber to avoid timber with large, loose, or numerous knots, as they can weaken the structure. Other than that, we can identify and avoid defects. Be aware of natural defects like shakes, cracks along the grain, and resin pockets, and choose wood with minimal occurrence. After that, we can consider the intended use. Match the timber grade to the project requirements. For structural applications, prioritize high-grade timber and fewer strength-reducing defects. The second way to minimize timber defects are by proper storage. proper storage is by stacking correctly. Store timber on a level surface of the ground and with stickers known as spacers to allow for air circulation. After that, we can control the moisture, prevent excessive moisture absorption by storing timber in a dry location and protect it from rain. After that, we can minimize exposure to sunlight. Direct sunlight can cause warping and cracking, especially in freshly cut timber. After that, we can seal end grain. Apply an end grain sealer like anchor seal or paint to slow down moisture loss and prevent checking or cracking. The way to minimize timber defects are by presentative treatments. We can do it by seasoning. Seasoning properly can reduce moisture content and minimize shrinkage and warping. Air drying and kiln drying are common methods. Other than that, we can preservatives. Apply wood preservatives to protect against insects like woodworm and termites, and fungal decay, wet rot and dry rot. Lastly, we can do coatings. Use sealants and coatings to protect timber from moisture, UV damage, and other environmental factors. The last way on minimizing timber defects are by handling and maintenance. By gentle handling, we can avoid dropping or mishandling timber, as this can lead to dents and other damage. Other than that, we can clean the timber surfaces regularly, because dust and debris can trap moisture and promote decay. Other than that, we can do periodic inspections. We have to regularly inspect timber for signs of damage, decay, or insect. This way, we can prevent timber defects from happening. Lastly, we can do prompt repairs. Addresses any issue promptly to prevent further deterioration. By implementing these strategies, you can significantly reduce the occurrence of timber defects